are ready. My furry ninjas.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Ninja Monkey Gaming. This is episode number 9. I am your host, Joe the Widget Wilson, and I am joined by my fellow co-hosts. Starting up that list is Justin, Blatecki, Gamertag, Navosi.
Hello. I hope everyone's excited for this weekend.
This weekend.
A little creepy.
It's the freaking
They're
not creepy at all.
We're not creepy.
Yeah. Alright, so I am joined as always by host number 2 on the docket, Mr. James Debo.
What's going on, people? Number 2 in the
The
house.
Jammy Bowl. Number 2. Yeah,
Who does number 2
I
work
did about an
for?
hour ago. And we are joined by Stephanie, aka Hello Kitty. Helly Kitty, but you know I
Yeah.
can't help. I can't resist.
Yeah.
The Miss
Hi,
Helly
guys.
Kitty. All right, guys.
Helly Kitty.
Helly Kitty. I know. We'll get it. It's just too
Uh-huh.
easy to say hello,
It's just
Kitty.
more-
I know.
It's just better to say hello, kitty. Gotta get that Korean girl vote in here.
Gotta get that. We are back for another episode. This is episode 9, pre-PAX East. Because PAX East officially starts on Friday. I will be there. I have a ton of panels to go to, all kinds of goodies. Justin, you gotta look at the stream. But I made this for my PAX adventure. So you guys get to... I'll be wearing that. If you see me at PAX East, say hi. I'll be wearing my Ninja Monkey badge. Hanging out. Justin will see that in about 10 seconds.
As soon as I get through this ad.
Alright.
Hi, I see you. Hi.
Hi! Alright, guys. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Actually, not too much to talk about. This is pre-PAX. Friday kicks off the official gaming convention season. The main gaming convention season, period, really, goes all through summer and ends usually in September with PAX Prime. So I'm gonna be there. There is a lot going on at PAX. We're gonna talk about PAX in just a little bit, and in a little bit more detail. Justin's gonna be around that area as well. Friday.
Yay.
Yay.
He's leaving sometime Sunday evening, I believe, 5 o'clock Sunday.
Yep, that's when my flight leaves.
Right before my tournament, you punk.
Sorry. It was the easiest way for me to get on a plane.
I need a skinny cheerleader with a goatee.
Just wait till you see how skinny I actually am.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go. Hey, Jess, I'm gonna hug you, and you're gonna crack. Oh crap! I broke him.
Breaking. I see that.
Will this work? Yay!
That'll work, James. That'll work. Oh man, so like I gotta get the packing done by the end of the show tonight. At the end of the show. All right, so gaming news. James, I'm gonna let you kick it off, man.
All right, gaming news. I was not ready to go first. Gaming news. All right, cool. We got
Keep my hosts on their toes.
newest thing is the Unreal Engine 4. I just heard about this yesterday. This is a fantastic thing. It is going to be free. Unreal Engine 4 free for upcoming and any amateur developers, and you can download this directly from their website. It is fantastic. This is great because this used to be a paid-for subscription, and now it's absolutely free, and you'll get all future updates for free as well. There's only one small catch, and that you have to pay a 5% royalty after you make your first $3,000 on a product. You can do this for fun, but if you want to actually, make money doing this and sell your product, then you will be giving them, 5% of the money, which is not a bad deal at all.
That's really actually good.
If you make $1 million, you have to give them 5% of $1 million. That's only what, 50,000. That's nothing. You pocket $950,000.
I worked in the game industry for quite a few years actually as a designer, and normally at times we opted to build our own engine because of how expensive it was to license an engine, like
right.
Unreal Engine 3. Some game companies would pay $200,000-$300,000 just to license for a single game.
And most people would much rather prefer, and the license is going to cost you, just as much as this 5% would,
if not more.
If not more, right? And then Unreal Engine 4 is fantastic. You can make any kind of game with it. You can make a 2D side scroller. You can make an Android game. You can make an Apple game. You can make iOS. You can make a 3D full Unreal type game. It's
right.
It's awesome the things that you can do with this engine, and the fact that it's free, much more powerful than the source engine. It's great. It's a fantastic thing. I'm going to be messing around with it. I'm not a game developer at all, so let's see what I could put together. But if I can do it, anybody can.
You have to be good at coding to really manipulate an engine like that. I like to see if you can come up with something. If you can, I have a game design that I want to develop. So I'm just saying.
It works with HTML5. I will really have to give this a go now.
If I could learn how to manipulate it very well, I will definitely listen to your idea and see if I can't put something together, or if we can't collaborate together and make like a Ninja Monkey game. That would be so cool.
Right. All right. So Unreal Engine 4 is free. There's a message from Tim Sweeney. I'm gonna play that video.
Yes. Let's
first pause.
Roll that tape.
The music.
Roll film. Roll film.
Rolling film.
Please roll the tape.
I'm rolling the tape.
I'm Tim Sweeney, the founder of Epic Games, creators of the Unreal Engine. Through 4 generations, we've provided tools and technology empowering developers to realize their creative visions. With Unreal Engine 4, we're taking revolutionary steps to open the engine up to the world. As of today, we're making Unreal Engine 4 freely available for everybody to download and use. Unreal Engine 4 is freely available for game development, for education, for VR, for film, or for any other form of creative expression you can dream up. And you can ship your project commercially with a 5% royalty to Epic. It's a business model open to everybody, and one in which we succeed only when you succeed. So come to UnrealEngine.com, download the software, and start creating.
That guy just looked awkward.
He's not, a extreme people person, that's for sure. But he knows his stuff. He's a backroom game developer who became, head CEO. So, if he can do it, we can.
Did you guys know? Here's a little fun fact about you. Fun fact about Unreal Engine: there was a game created in the sole purpose to showcase the Unreal Engine, and that game became a huge success. And you have any takers here?
Is it Unreal Tournament?
Oh, we have a winner! Unreal
Not even a
Tournament was
question there.
designed to showcase the Unreal Engine. And they weren't even
Unreal
expecting
Tournament.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament was one of the first first-person shooters I really enjoyed playing. I played it constantly. Like the first online first-person shooters I really enjoyed playing. It was awesome to run around and like an arcade style, shooting your flat cannon, blowing up, enemies with rockets and stuff, flying around the map. It was definitely a very fast-paced, fun game when I first started playing it, and they actually had a game similar to that in the arcades that I used to love, and I forget the name of it now, but if it comes to me later on the show, I'll let you know. But I
have another fun fact for you, James. The first game the first game I was a designer on was Unreal Tournament 3.
That I actually knew. You told me that before.
The eyeball? This guy?
Super impressive.
I loved it. That game was so much fun. And I remember having it on my Dreamcast and dialing up to play against PC players and kicking the snot out of them, wondering, how's someone on a Dreamcast beating us? I don't know, maybe because I played 100 hours before it ever came out.
And Dreamcast was awesome.
I know, Dreamcast
You know what?
was
It really
great,
was.
it just failed.
Yeah.
Bad marketing.
Expect it to.
Yeah,
You
really.
got me
My,
cookies?
Yep.
My
my
son got me
ex-boyfriend
cookies. He
and
rocks. Thank you, buddy.
They're soft cookies too.
That's-
My ex-boyfriend and his twin brother made X-Men mods for Unreal Tournament.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That's
cool.
cool. Yeah, skins and stuff.
Yeah, it was
That's
awesome.
awesome.
All right, so we got more gaming news. I'm going to let Steph go next with the Valve Steam machine.
Steam.
There's more information than last week. They actually have a release date for it. I'm sure it will change because this week at
PAX East?
PAX, yeah, they unless they change the date for it, but it's going to be for November. Both the Steam machine and Steam controller are going to be $50, which that sounds like a little low for a Steam machine and a VR. They're going to be Value. I guess that's the company's name, Value. I don't know if that's just the big name, but they're going to be working with Alien Cyber Power PC to create these dedicated living room hardware. There is also a picture of a prototype Steam controller, which kind of looks like an Xbox between a Square.
I'm going to pull it up and
Xbox
show
and Sega.
everybody.
Sega
There you go.
Dreamcast controller.
That
It
thing's
actually looks
funky
like a
looking.
Sega Dreamcast controller.
Yeah,
I
it
was
does.
trying to figure out, and then it looks like on the controller there's like a Steam button that you push, kind of like how it's set up on an Xbox. So I'm definitely curious to see where this is going, but I'm also wondering if we're ready for virtual reality or not.
It depends on how you define virtual reality, though. Like
You know what?
actually feeling and experiencing in-game content. That's far beyond where we're going to be going. It's going to be more
Hot dog.
of a
Huh? What do you want?
engrossed
All right, come on.
visual effect of if anything. You know, it's
That's
not
what
going to
it's
be
gonna be.
true virtual reality. We're taking the first step towards it, but we're not going to get any sensory feedback besides audio and visual. So.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good step. Definitely a good step in the right direction. So.
All right.
And they're actually going to be looking for VR content creators and asking those interested to sign up at the GDC to
Game Developers Conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GDC.
try the Steam system.
you know
out
what,
and all
guys?
that.
Before we go any further on this, James put in more VR news.
Right.
let's get
There's
into that quick.
there's VR news popping up everywhere
Yeah.
nowadays, and it was Razer that just announced that their OS VR is going to be $200. It's coming with the headset with head tracking capabilities, two 5.5-inch displays that provide 180-degree field of view, so not a full 360, but it's going to give you right here 180 degree, which is more than most monitors give you. So you're going to already have your peripherals built into it, so it's really cool. And they plan on shipping it very soon. Actually, it's going to be one of the first ones fully released that's going to be available for PC, as opposed to the Oculus Rift, which is still in its developer stage. So this is going to be a fully qualified 100% VR display, similar to the Oculus Rift, probably with a little more. I think it's a little more advanced than where the Oculus Rift stands right now. And actually, PS4 announced that they're coming out with their own VR as well. So this is the sixth, I want to say, VR system that we've been talking about in the past 3 episodes. So this is going to be the new thing. This is going to be out there. So definitely keep up to date. The PS4 is going to be called Morpheus. I don't have too much information on it because it's still in early development, but it should release by sometime 2016. So.
And they're going
Which
to
is
have the
gonna
Matrix
bring us-
sunglasses to go with it.
Right.
It's going to bring us for a topic I've been wanting
The
to
Morpheus
do.
is the first version. The Neo will be the the second.
I want the coat. I want the duster.
So, guys, this brings up kind of what I want to talk about a little bit. The fact that VR is popping up everywhere. And if you've seen the Oculus Rift, if you haven't check it out on YouTube, things like that. you don't understand what it's like until you put one of those on your face. I'm going to do it again on PAX East because they're there, and it is an amazing experience. Not like the old school VR where you had like you go to the 3D movies or whatever. That's not what it's like. VR is different. Instead of seeing things pop out at you, you go into it. That's the big difference. And that is the way games is, in my opinion. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask you guys one at a time what your opinion is on the whole VR trend. If it's going to be another Wii concept where it's just going to be a fad and then die away, or if it's going to actually evolve into something. I personally think that the future is VR. I think that's going to be more than a trend myself. It's because gamers like sitting down. That's why the Wii situation didn't last too long. It was a fad. It's over. But I think VR, and now that the technology is here to be successful at it, is going to evolve into much greater things in the future. That's my opinion on it. And I'm going to let James hit it up next.
I feel like we have good potential for this, but I feel like it's still in its baby stages. It's going to be in its baby stages for a very, very long time before we actually get that full in-depth feeling. We're gonna, people have reported, using the Oculus Rift getting headaches and disorientation. That's gonna be a big adjustment on our personal level because we're going to be put into this environment. We are entering that environment, so it's our brain is going to have to rewire itself to understand this. This is not something that you're just going to be able to pick up and use right away and be awesome at it. It's something that's going to take practice and time and user feedback to develop things further. So the first baby stages, it's going to be very novel. It's going to be fun. It's going to be like the Wii, but later on in development, I'd say PS4 might have the most promising one right now since they are still developing it, and the Oculus Rift, their full release version probably will be the most promising. But like I said before, I'm still waiting for more, feedback from it other than audio visual. I want to see, maybe not pain, but some sort of, more stimuli. So.
Yeah. The thing about VR that's interesting though is that it's one of those products that you can't show. You can't showcase like a video. Like, well, this is what our game looks like because it doesn't work in 2D format. So it's something that you actually have to immerse yourself in. So you're going to see a lot of demos set up all over the place when they do get released. Justin, what's up with it? What do you think?
I think VR is going to just take off. No, it probably won't take off right off the baby step stage that we're on now, but it will probably be a mainstay of gaming, and I would almost say life in the future, but it will definitely be a mainstay of gaming. It will become how we start to play games. If you're an anime fan, it will be games will start to become more like Sword Art Online, I believe.
Okay.
That's just what I believe.
True. I know that games like first-person shooters like Call of Duty, that kind of thing, are going to be huge with the VR realm.
Those will be big. RPGs will be big.
Piloting and driving games are going to be huge.
Those will be big games
just
too.
To be able to, I think the test demo with the Oculus Rift, where they had a guy, there's a video out there with a guy flying through a hangar in War Thunder, and is able to look up at the top of the hangar, look over to the left, look over to the right, and
being able
he's looking out of the cockpit while he's flying straight. So I want to see that with driving games too. That's what I look forward to.
On that same note, James, can you imagine doing like World of Warplanes on a VR set, something like that?
Same thing, yeah. But World of Warplanes is a little more arcadey. You need that third person to actually be good at it.
Sadly.
If it was like a flying racing game, then yes, absolutely, that first person view would be great. But you need to see what's going on around you, and as a pilot, you only have your left, right, and forward field of view. Whereas a camera following you, you have much greater, vision. So.
Right.
It depends what you want. You want conveniency or experience. So
you both have made outstanding points, but I'm gonna let Stephanie take center stage on this one.
I see VR definitely being the future. I don't know if anybody's went and done those where they want you to look at movies through those glasses that they have at the mall.
Those are okay.
Well, I mean, I think it would kind of feel like that, make you immersed in the game. Like, I have Star Wars Connect. I mean, that would be fun to see in a VR type of game because there are certain things, like, be it corny, whatever, I would like to be a Jedi Knight kind of deal.
Right.
So I think it would be more toward realistic and get people. I mean, I know it's a sit down kind of deal right now, but they could go so far.
Speaking of which, Stephanie, there is a company that has made a unit that you stand in that works with Oculus Rift, and it has rollers as a stabilizing belt that you get into, and the rollers track your movement like you would like a D-pad or an analog stick.
Oh yeah, I've
so
seen
you can
that.
walk or run in place while using the Oculus Rift, and you can get that moving as well. But the guys got to remember one thing. I'm sorry, go ahead, Steph.
So I definitely seen it having a lot of potential, but like James said, it's going to be a slow process, and because our eyes and our mind is so used to the realm that we're on, I don't know what kind of level VR is considered as, but getting used to it is going to be a headache at first, but I think generally going forward, it's definitely something that needs to finally come out and be there instead of just kind of being pushed on the back burner.
Right.
When I was at PAX in 2013, the demo they had for the Oculus was a roller coaster. It was interactive. It was just visual. I told them when I got done with it, I was like, guys, if you put a fan in front of my face that activated when I was going down, I would think I was there. It was
that
crazy.
extra sensory input, right? You need that. Your brain needs that.
That's
You
the
know,
only thing
we don't just process information with our eyes and our ears. We process it with everything.
That's the only thing that took me out of the experience. Other than that, I felt like I got a sense of vertigo going down, even though I really wasn't. It was crazy, and I think it's going to be awesome. But keep in mind that they are going to be ridiculously expensive at first until that technology develops. And before you know it, I give it 5-10 years, they'll be right down to the price of a controller. So that's going to be awesome.
I don't know if it'd be down to a controller, but it will be definitely half the price of a console.
$200 isn't bad for a VR unit right now.
Yeah.
I think that's a good price, and that's a good starting price point too. So to see, and then the old ones are going to go down in price. You know, you're going to be able to get them for $150, $100. So that's not bad. It's like twice the price of a controller is $100.
I really want an Oculus after I tried it. That's what I've always wanted. That's what I want now. All right, so VR, guys, we all think it's the future of gaming. I definitely look forward to seeing how it progresses in the near future. So that's it for gaming news. We got some stuff in esports. I'm going to let Justin go ahead and take care of that right now.
All right. Well, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare North America qualifiers are happening this weekend. And it's for the Call of Duty World Championships, which take place in, I think, a couple months. But there are teams all over from the US, Canada, and Mexico competing. So keep an eye on that. They'll be streaming, I think, all the matches on MLG.tv. League of Legends also came out with how the new international tournament that they're starting up to replace the kind of gap we have between seasons, or not really seasons, but the splits that League has for its seasons. So it's called the International Tournament. It's taking place of like the All-Star event and things like that. It's one team from each region. So you got Korea, China, North America, Europe, and can't remember what the other twos are, but you got the winners of the split playoffs from each region, and then one team from the international qualifier. So you got 6 teams competing. It's taking place May 7th through 10th in my home state right now of Florida, in Tallahassee. It's a little far for me. I would go if it wasn't that far north, but a little hard for me to get up to the state's capital.
Just so you guys know, I'm competing in a Call of Duty tournament this weekend on Sunday.
Yep.
So
if you're at PAX East, go watch Joe, because I'll be on a plane. I won't be able to watch him.
Come watch me get my butt kicked.
Cheerleaders.
See the way
He's bringing.
Huh?
He's bringing his blue controller. Don't worry about it.
I'm bringing the blue.
Lucky blue controller.
That's all I play with now. I don't play anything but the blue controller.
Are they gonna let you use your own controller? Was that something that you looked into?
I have tried looking into it, and I haven't seen yes or no, so I'm gonna bring it anyway.
Right, yeah, just in case. Yeah.
Just in case. Now, the thing is, though, if it's an Xbox One tournament, I'm screwed. Because I won't have enough time to get used to that controller before we dive in. They'll give us warm-up games, but that's gonna be tough. If it's a PlayStation 4 tournament, I'm fine. I'm willing to bet I'll make the top 8.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a cash prize for the winning of it, so it paid for my trip.
At least you know you won't be facing the top of the pros. They're in Columbus, Ohio this weekend.
Right?
If you make top 8, I will. I hear it's live on stream. If you make top 8 or better, I will buy you Evolve.
Okay.
Wow.
For PC, I want it for PC. Speaking of which, of playing games, guys, I did get Evolve. I have it for PS4 though.
Oh.
So you have to get it for PC so I can play with you.
For PC, yeah.
All right, so that's the deal. I played through the tutorials. I haven't had time to go more than that. It is interesting.
It's awesome.
I look forward to playing a little bit more of it. Until then, though, I mean, I have been playing. What little game time I've been able to do this week has been all Call of Duty. I've been practicing and practicing and practicing. They released the new expansion. I've been trying all the new maps, which are amazing. 2 of the maps in particular. There's one called Sideshow, which is like a hotel trail, like a rundown hotel. Like a Midwestern hotel, if you will. And they have a creepy clown sign that every now and then in the middle of the match will start spewing out bombs that you can pick up.
Jeez.
They can pick up and throw at the players. It's nuts.
Bomb spewing clowns.
That map is a blast. It is so much fun. And there's another one called Core, which is like another Midwestern style, like in the middle of the desert, like an old mining facility. It is so wickedly fun. The new maps are awesome. They did 4 online maps. They're all great. One of them is still bugged to hell, though. I forgot the name of it, but there's an avalanche that occurs in the middle of the map that will kill you if you're in the way, and it changes the outlook of the maps. They're taking after what Battlefield 3 did, changing the map with the environment. But during that match, though, during that map, you will fall through the map as you die. Every time. So that's the one glitchy little thing about it that's annoying as hell, but other than that, they did an amazing job with it. I had a game I played with my brother and both my brothers, Mike and Eli. And we kicked the snot out of people, actually, quite frankly. We just murdered people. They're putting us in the top 10% bracket. When I first started playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I said, "Oh, matching you 1 of 63 games," you know, because I was in the low bracket. And as I progressed, fewer and fewer games it would match me with, and fewer people. I'm starting to see people that I've played with frequently. And I looked up online. I looked up where we were placed. We're placed in the top 10%. I got an achievement last night that only 4% of all players have gotten. Things of that nature. So I'm starting to kick some butt, and I'm loving it. I had a match last night that was. It was a domination match where dominations where you have A, B, and C points. And you got to capture them and hold them. And you get points for how many points that you capture. I wound up capturing 8, defending 6, and wound up 36 and 4. So 36
Nice.
kills and 4 of this.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I dominated it. My brother Eli was just going off about it.
So if you make, top 5 or better,
James is modifying it.
I
oh, here we
think
go, and I just lost 50
make
bucks.
it the top there.
So I'm not bad at Call of Duty. I don't think I'm going to win. I'm going to try my best. I'm very competitive. I love tournaments. So I'm going to do my best. And I did play a little bit of Sims 4. Justin, thank you. Justin showed me the mini pack I overlooked and didn't know existed. The outdoors one where you can go camping.
Is it nice? I haven't played it yet. I need to get it so I can
fun.
play
It looks really nice.
You want to go make some s'mores? You want to build a campfire?
For
you
a
want
mini,
to,
yeah.
sing kumbaya, get eaten by a bear? Anything could happen.
You know what,
Yeah,
James?
you
That's
should
pretty
make
much
them
it
go.
right there in a nutshell. He's played it. That's it. Proof he's played it.
I've been camping. I haven't played.
Hey, Justin, you should make them go camping.
I don't have the thing yet. I need
Well,
to get it so I can make him
yeah.
go camping.
Maybe I'll
Well,
gift it to you, Justin. Okay. All right, Justin. Speaking of which, what have you been up to this week, man?
I've been playing a lot of Victoria 2 for some reason. I don't know why I got in the mood to play it,
What
but
the
I
heck is
did.
that?
It's a game made by Paradox Interactive. If you don't know Paradox Interactive, they're
I know
a
of 'em.
grand strategy game builder. They make Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, Hearts of Iron, Victoria. Those are their major game series they released. And Victoria 2 is their Victorian era strategy game that is more political and economical than it is warfare. So you're going from 1836, I believe, is the grand start date, and then you go to just few years post World War One.
Okay, I'm already bored.
Their games can get slightly boring at times because they're real time. It's not turn based or anything, so you got to speed up time, slow down time, and do a bunch of weird little things. I also played Sims 4, obviously.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The relationship with Stephanie and James has gotten interesting.
Man, I
Stephanie
have not
has
been able
gotten
to
really
catch up.
interesting in her relationships.
I
I'm
gotta
not
catch up to that,
only
man.
in game. I don't need any quarrels with her current companion.
Right, her husband's getting all jealous.
Right?
I just find it funny that all the guys were on the computer while two girls were flirting with each other. It's like, yeah, typical nerds.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, we were all the way in the
Yeah.
other side of in the yellow ninja monkey room. You guys were out in the living room away from us. If you were doing it inside the room, we might have actually turned around. No promises.
Might. That's a big might.
Those of you watching who don't know, Justin's been doing a Sims 4 streamathon, if you will. The story of the hosts living together in Sims 4. It's quite entertaining.
I try to let them have a lot of free will, but I do take control of them to create funny stories. Like Stephanie got really jealous of James at one point, so and she started flirting with the girl after James kicked her out of bed to get back in the mood. It was pretty funny.
And I almost peed my pants.
I don't know if I'll be doing that this week because I'll be busy Thursday evening packing, doing last-minute schoolwork and stuff before this weekend. So, it may be on a week's hiatus, but I'll try. I'll see where I'm at that point in time.
I'll be out and about in Boston.
Yep.
Bastard.
I also played Monument Valley thanks to House of Cards coming out in... Yeah.
No idea what that...
Yeah, House of Cards hit Netflix, and the game day mainly advertised this time. It's not even really advertised. It's just that I think the creator sometimes decides what games he likes and just puts it with the show. And this season happened to be Monument Valley, so I went on my phone, downloaded it, and enjoyed it greatly. It's a fun little mobile game.
My daughter is obsessed with Friday Night at Freddy's.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, boy. I've had nightmares about Chuck E. Cheese's well before this game came out. I hated the animatronics. I hated the stupid mouse and the crocodile and the thing dancing on
The bear,
stage.
yeah.
Oh my God, Five Nights at Freddy's. I will not play. I watch it. I've watched so many playthroughs of it, and if I did play it, I probably would beat it. But I'm not gonna do it.
Your
grandmother-
painful
I
process.
don't want to do that.
My grandmother really thinks it's a game about Freddy Krueger. 'Cause she's like, what? Who's Freddy? Which Freddy are they talking about? It's like,
Freddy Fazbear. Come on.
Wow.
I'm thinking we should get together and buy the game for James and force him to do a review for it.
Oh yeah.
Don't make me do it.
Get it on BlueStacks and make him stream it, so we want his reaction as he does it.
Don't make me do it. If you buy it for me, I'll do it, but I don't want it.
If you buy it for me, I'll do it.
Oh man, James, what have you been up to, man?
I have not been playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, I gotta get into this game. called Contraption Maker. It's been out for like a year now, but my friend bought it for me because he knew that I liked games like this one. If you've ever played it before, there was a game called The Incredible Machine. It came out in the mid or to early 90s, and it was like a contraption type of game. To explain it, if you know what a Rube Goldberg machine, I'll give you a small example. Like you take a domino and you make it fall over, and it knocks over a set of dominoes. Hits a pin that pops a balloon that launches a paper clip across the room and lands on. It just keeps going on and on and on. And like the key, and like at the end, it turns on
The simple
light bulb.
description of a Goldberg machine is a complex series of events to achieve a simple task.
Right. If you've ever played Mousetrap, I'm sure most people. If actually nobody's actually played the game, you've built the puzzle and you turned it on, and then that was the end of it. But Mousetrap is a Rube Goldberg machine. This is a 2D version of Mousetrap with a lot of different gadgets and stuff. I enjoyed this game. I played through most of the easy scenarios. I haven't gotten to the medium or hards yet, but I am, I'm streaming it, and I'm having a blast with it, actually. I'm having a really good time. So it's a nice little nostalgic blast of the past from The Incredible Machine to Contraption Maker. And it's actually made by the same people, too. So it's a spiritual and actual successor of The Incredible Machine. So that's awesome. Also, I've been playing Evolve. Evolve. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you haven't played it, go out and play it. There's no demos for it, but once you start playing it, you'll like it. It's a lot more fun, I found, playing with a group of 3 other people. So you're the 4 hunters against the monster. It is awesome because you're all communicating, working together. You start getting a feel for each other's play styles. Fantastic game, must play, 100%. So that's I've been drilling Evolve into you for the past few weeks, and this is the last time I'm going to talk about it until I do some sort of review. But
Nice.
that's it. Evolve, get it.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big
Justin's
episode
taking
next
them
week,
all
guys.
away.
Right.
Anything else?
I actually have been playing some old school SNES games, Super Nintendo
Nice.
Entertainment System. Games like Donkey Kong Country,
What?
Super Mario Kart, and Cool Spot. It was like the 7-Up game where you
Yeah,
had a little
I remember
girl
that
dot
one.
with sunglasses, walking around, flopping around. It was a lot of fun. Donkey Kong Country, one of my favorite games of all time.
Me and you both.
And
man.
I'm getting into it. I absolutely
what?
love it, and I actually will be playing through it fully with my friend James. So
I used
it's
to
gonna be a
speedrun
lot of
Donkey Kong
fun.
Country. For
What?
the 100, I used to speedrun Donkey Kong Country for the 101%.
Oh yeah. That's impressive because I am not a speedrunner of that game by any means. I am a let's fumble our way through it and let's get through these stages.
Right.
But
That's awesome, dude. I love
Yeah.
old school SNES games. Diddy Kong Country was my favorite one of the series.
number two is
two.
great. Diddy is my favorite character. He's so much more maneuverable. He's faster. He's definitely a better character to play out of the two of them. But I mean, I love the old school games. If you can't tell from the outro, I'm the old school master.
Yep.
I absolutely love these games, and I will be playing through them, and they will be live recorded. So I will give you more information on that as they come out.
Awesome. Stephanie, you're up. What's up?
I have been mostly actually playing Darksiders and Mortal Kombat Collection,
Nice.
Mortal Kombat.
Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun.
also getting my Worgen Hunter to a level 100 finally.
Alliance scum. You Alliance scums. Both of you, James
Well-
and you.
Well,
Hey, what you got against the Alliance? We are more team oriented. That's it.
Right.
well,
We get all the noobs too.
True that.
and a few others. Of course, Sims 2, Deadpool, and Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Anything happen this week on any of those games? Or are you just kind of messing around with them?
Deadpool? Oh, Deadpool.
What?
Just messing with any of these games, or did you do anything cool with them at all?
Just kind of. My husband left me all his games because he says I need to play more console games.
I'm so glad you finished that sentence because at first I was like, oh, and then you were like, all his games. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Well, he's got like some old Xbox games, but I'm not into the Predator stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like those games.
so much fun.
All right, you know what? Well, our big talking point on this week's show is PAX East. Justin and I, like I said, a couple episodes now, are going to be there. I'm going all 3 days. I have a ton of panels. I'm going to open up my app now so I can talk about it more. All right, so next episode, I'm going to have a ton of information for you guys. I'm bringing notebooks with me. I'm bringing my phone with all my recording apps on here so I can do interviews. I can do videos that I can play during the show next week. It's going to be a good time. So,
Yes, it will.
yeah. Justin, take us off, man.
Well, for those of you that don't know what PAX East is, it's the start of the convention season for gaming, and there's going to be so much news coming out that we're not going to be able to get everything anyways.
Right, it's held in Boston. I know that I know Square Enix has a big announcement they're planning for PAX East.
Yes.
They're actually having a playable demo for the first time of their new Final Fantasy title.
I do want to go do that.
Yeah.
That is
Uh,
on my list of
See what
stops.
that is.
And there's another one. Who was it?
Wasn't NVIDIA supposed to have some big release with
Yes,
with
NVIDIA
PAX
has a
East?
huge announcement they're doing. You see, they have the thing about PAX East is not just the show. The showroom floor is amazing. That's where all the game demos are, and we can talk to developers, things like that. But one of the key things that a lot of people who attend these conventions miss is all the help me out. My brain just farted and it stinks.
Panels?
Panels. Thank you. Panels. Panels are usually of multiple different topics. You pick and choose. They last anywhere from an hour to 3 hours normally. I have a schedule of things I'm going to be doing actually. Let me see here. I'm going to go to I have the PAX East. Let me see if I can show that there. The PAX East app where I have everything scheduled. My friends that are going to be there, which I got to add Justin. Let me see here. And my schedule. And I have a schedule, like my schedule of every day is literally set up here. On Friday, I'm going to the Writer's Workshop, which is basically like writing in general, not just video game writing, but writing in general. Then I'm going to go to, at 2:30, I'm going to the Heads Up, the Art of User Interface and Graphic Design in Games, which is going to be really cool. I love doing graphic design and art, so that's going to be fun. And then at 7 o'clock in the main pavilion, the Dragonfly Theater, it's actually is a big one, and that's going to be MMORPGs.com's Future of Online Gaming. I think that's going to be a fantastic panel. I'm going to be heading to that one. And then Saturday, there's a Killer Instinct panel I'm going to try to attend, but may not make it. I'm going to these guys with a lot of you guys in mind. I had a couple people ask me to go to certain panels, like I asked last week, and those were part of my list. I'm going to a Twitch panel, so I'm going to get better at Twitch streaming for you guys, hopefully.
Mhm.
Minecraft panel I'm going to on Saturday, which is going to be about modding Minecraft. That's going to be a lot of fun. And they're also going to have some people from Minecraft development team there that are going to be talking about the future of Minecraft a little bit.
Oh, I meant to put that in my notes. Damn.
I'm going to go to a panel also on Saturday about game design, which is going to be fun. Sunday, I'm competing in 2 tournaments. I'm doing the Killer Instinct tournament at 2 o'clock. I expect to be knocked out early. So that one is just I'm going to do for fun. Then I'm going to the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare tournament at 4 o'clock. And I might be there the full 2 hours because I'm going to kick some snot out of people. And then also there's a cool panel on Sunday called Inside Gearbox Software where the Gearbox developers are going to be there. And I'm going to hopefully get some cool swag.
Swag.
Yeah.
Swag.
Another hidden thing about PAX people don't know about is the after parties. It's a big deal at PAX. There's usually several going on. If you know people and you are aware, you can get into the big ones. I'm going into a big one on Friday with VIP tickets. I'm going to be going to the Republic of Gamers after party. It's hosted by Asus and PC Gaming. It's at a popular nightclub over there. I got to go in the VIP section with the developers. And then Saturday night, me and Justin are going to Wargaming fan party.
Yep.
Which is gonna be a lot of fun. They're gonna have they're gonna be doing playable demos and stuff like that, World of Warships, things like that. The whole thing with Wargaming has a giant booth area this time, Justin.
Yeah, I saw that.
When you go in,
I
yeah.
wonder what they're going to be really announcing with that.
The Boston Convention Center, I've been to PAX East already before, twice. And you go into the Boston Convention Center, there is escalators that take you down to the main showroom floor. And then at the base of those escalators, usually it's where all the big booths are for Sony, Microsoft, that kind of thing. Wargaming has the big front booths right underneath, right below at the end, at the base of the escalators. And they actually took up 3 booth spaces, so I'm kind of interested to see what that's all about. I know their big push is going to be for World of Warships.
Warships. Fun game if you haven't played it.
Right?
Try it out if you're at PAX.
I'm looking at the map right now for PAX East, the main showroom floor, the exhibit hall. And I'm looking at, there's going to be Gung Ho Online, which I'm not too sure about what that is. Blizzard's going to be there. They're going to be showing off their new MOBA.
They'll be showing off the new MOBA and their FPS game.
I'm going to get a lot of hands-on time with that MOBA during the ASUS party, because Blizzard's going to be there.
You're going to be playing a MOBA?
Yeah, well, I do it for our listeners, our viewers.
Okay. I was like, what is this weird world that Joe's in now?
Yeah, Square Enix has a huge booth. Microsoft's going to be there. Sony does not have a booth this year, which really surprised me and disappointed me.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Good job, James. You rock.
I got a map.
Yeah. See, what is the Behemoth, anyway?
Oh, wait, I broke the map.
You broke the
There, I got a map.
So the merch booth's pretty fun. There's, of course, you have, like, all the gaming stuff, like Newegg, HyperX, that kind of thing. The main floor is right in the center. That's where you're going to get most of your goodies. Astro Gaming, Bitbox, I'm not too sure about those. So a lot of this I'm kind of disappointed about with the presence at PAX East this year, quite honestly. So we'll see what we can come out of this. The presentations, things like that, are going to be the big deal. What is the Behemoth? Maker? Greybox? A lot of stuff I don't know about.
I don't know.
There's Oculus VR. That one's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo's booths seem to get smaller and smaller.
Well, they gotta bump up their output. Maybe they'll have a bigger booth.
Bump up their income, they'll have a bigger booth.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna see Smash Brothers there.
Right. They have a giant indie mega booth. But yeah, I want to go to PAX this year. I really do. PAX Prime. That's a little bit bigger than PAX East.
Oh, I'd love to make it up to Seattle. Of course, I'd probably make that into a week-long trip just because I want to go to Seattle.
Seattle's nice. PAX
Yeah.
is a lot of fun. A lot of panels going on at PAX too. A lot of major developer panels.
Maybe I can tie it into an interview.
Always thinking about work.
Right. Yeah, go
Hey, I
big.
gotta be thinking about this. I'm ending school here soon. I got about 6-7 months left.
So that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to rub some elbows, make some contacts, get a lot of information for you guys, and basically show you all the videos and everything. I'm going to do a video of when I go into the showroom floor on Friday and all kinds of goodies to show you guys what it's all about. Unfortunately, I don't have a mobile way of attaching to our Twitch channel, because that'd be awesome if I could just walk around my phone and stream.
If you have good connection, you Google Hangouts me. I'll stream it for you guys. If you want to do that.
That's a possibility, yeah. Alright, well, it's going to be a bad connection, actually. Every time you go into those places, it's horrible connection, because everyone has their cell phones out. You got 15,000 people, 20,000 people out in one area with their cell phones out. It's bad.
They don't have like a
signal.
Wi-Fi type thing?
They do, but you have to
No.
have the right password for it, and oftentimes you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe,
Yes?
you were asking who the Behemoth booth was for?
Yeah.
It's those guys that created Castle Crashers and Battle Block, or
Okay.
Castle Crashers and Alien. I guess they're an independent game company.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know the indies are making a huge presence at the PAX East this year. So we'll see if there's anything really good in the indies. Sometimes you can get really, really good indies. Really good. Like, after all,
Besieged?
Minecraft. Besieged. Things like that. But the thing about indies, like I was complaining about Twitter recently. I don't know if you guys know, it's the trend with indies. Is that they're all doing side-scroller crap. They're talentless hacks that just want to make a game. So they're saying, oh, we're just doing it about the gameplay. And the reality is they can't make 3D because they don't have the talent to do so.
Yeah.
But there are some side scrolls out there I think that are really good that should be out, but a lot of them are just. And then a ton. I was looking at Steam the other day. Did you see how many Minecraft clones there are?
Oh my God. Yeah, they're all over the place, but they're all trying to add their little spin to it. But they're out there. There's so many of them.
Too many of
nuts, yeah.
I mean,
them. It's too
they're just trying
saturated
to
anymore.
piggyback and make a buck. Work for one, it'll work for everyone, right?
Right. All right. So, I'm sorry, Steph. Go ahead.
My ex and his twin brother made a working, functional Midgar for Final Fantasy VII. They're building the rest of the world.
Interesting.
In their, game, so hopefully I can get some screenshots of that.
Yeah, that'd
Cool.
be cool.
Minecraft you're talking about?
Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
They've got the whole city built, everything. They're building the NPCs and all that. They've been working on it for like 6 months now.
Sweet.
Awesome. All right. So we're gonna wrap up the show in a little bit, but first, James, what do you got for this week in beta, buddy?
This week in beta, actually it's half beta, half release game. It's the differences between Dying Light and H1Z1. Dying Light is an action survival game presented in first person. The game is set in a dangerous, like, open world type thing, zombie kind of survival environment. During the day it's just a normal urban environment, and you're looking for supplies, crafting weapons to help you, fight zombies later on. So the game is very similar to Dead Island in that perspective, that it's co-op and storyline driven as opposed to an open world type thing.
Okay.
And also concurrently came out is H1Z1, which is in early access, is technically a beta alpha type thing. It is a zombie survival MMO, much like games like DayZ and Infestation, Survivor Stories, Rust, 7 Days to Die. I mean, there's so many of them. How about something new, fresh, and original? Not just copy the last guy who.
That was
who made
my
a buck.
point.
Right. It's the same thing. They're doing it with everything. Not just the Minecraft clones. It's with these zombie survival. I've had so many zombies thrown in my face in the past 3-4 years that I'm tired of zombies. I'm tired of survival. Like, give me something new and fresh and exciting. Don't give me the same game with different skins. I'm just tired of it. So I don't recommend H1Z1 if you already have a game like DayZ, Infestation, Rust, or 7 Days. I mean, it's not worth getting into another one, getting into early access that it never gets fully developed and ends up you just waste your money. It's play one of them, get the gist of it, enjoy it, and move on. Because they are not going to go anywhere. If anything, by Dying Light, you'll have more fun going through the story than you would playing these open world games.
Nice.
That is all.
Awesome. Stephanie, what's new?
This game really wants to make me get a Xbox One, even though Justin says it's not something he would get an Xbox One for. It is called Scream Ride. You build your own roller coasters, and you pretty much get to not crash them, but destroy them.
That is not the point.
Well, it
I hope not.
It looks pretty awesome because at the end, I watched a few demos of the game on YouTube. And at the end, it shows the people like bouncing off the roller coaster and slamming into a building.
Sounds like my type of theme park.
And it's just like, I the sky's the limits. Even like the water, you do them over the water. There's some where you put them in like tubes, and you shoot the tubes up against buildings, and all the while these people are like, yoo-hoo, and yeah, that was fun. It's like, yeah, I could not be thrown against a building and fun.
I've only broken 13 bones. I'm still alive. That was awesome.
Let's go again!
Right? I understand the thrill of the excitement of potentially getting hurt. That's why I go to Six Flags Great Adventure and ride the Scream Machine. And it may be one of the slowest roller coasters, but it feels like it's gonna fall apart every time you ride it. So
Now, what I don't like about this, because they made it for the Xbox 360, but you don't have the free customization. You would have to get the Xbox One game for the free customization.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have the pre-built for the Xbox 360 version of the game.
This looks interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's still not worth getting an Xbox One for me.
Well,
Well, there was. Go ahead.
I've always wanted to get an Xbox One for Killer Instinct, but that wasn't enough either for me. I'm gonna do the trailer really quick just to show it.
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah.
Something we haven't done in a while on the show is
Play videos.
roll the tape.
Rolling
Roll them.
tape.
Roll it. Roll the tape. I want to ride on the roller coasters.
Build the terrifying structures that will ensure a brighter future for us all. Your amusement ride has explosive capabilities. Derail. Critical destruction.
That looks kind of cool. I'll give it that. That looks cool.
I don't even know what to say about that. Kids, do not try that at home. That's some sadistic stuff right there.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking
Yeah,
that
some-
too.
That's some mean. That's like That's like let's play Sims and try to kill them all.
Every
I'm
one
gonna
of
try
them.
to kill us all in a unique way.
Shoddy cow plant.
I gotta fish that up first, and none of you have fishing.
Right.
Well, I can cheat and get it, but I don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
Man-eating cow plant. I'm in.
Alright, guys. This is it for Ninja Monkeys Gaming episode number 9. Hope you enjoy the show. We will be back next week for information and news from PAX East. Stay tuned for that. And I will see you all and talk to you all next week. Keep on gaming, everybody.
Awesome. And
Hey,
remember,
guys.
if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Send us questions. Send us, comments. Send us everything you want. Come back
And
soon.
get addicted to Sims 4.
Play Sims 4, and also send us emails. Play Sims 4.
Yes,
Yeah.
Send us
please.
emails. Follow us on Twitter.
Send us
Sims 4.
What we learned in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is PAX
Sims
East
4.
is cool. Sims 4 is your addiction. James is afraid of animatronics that are made for kids. Ladies and gentlemen,
We're going to start a petition. Those of you who want James to do a review of Friday, Five Nights at Freddy's, please do something.
night, everybody.
Who am I?
Bye, guys.